Hello viewers, in this video I am going to discuss the 100 Years War. It's a very big milestone in the social history of England. It was a war between England and France. Though there was no continuous war between the two countries, both were unfriendly to each other most of the time. There were many reasons for the 100 Years War. The first one was King Philip of France. He supported Scotland when England was in war with Scotland. The another reason for the quarrel was Flanders. Flanders is the name of a place. The interference of England and France in the internal affairs of Flanders is the second reason, because both had interest in that region. And the third last reason, but it's a very important reason for the 100 Years War, it was Edward III. He climbed the throne of France through his mother Isabella. The duration for 100 Years War was 1337 to 1453. The year 1337 marked the claim of throne of France by Edward III. These were the important reasons. The 100 Years War can be divided into two stages. Let's see the first stage. In the first stage, we have four important battles. The first important battle was the sea battle of the Flemish port of Sluys in 1340. As a result, the truce, that is an agreement, was signed. It lasted for 6 years. The second important battle was at Crecy in 1346. In that battle, England got victory. The leader of the English army was Black Prince, King's eldest son. Due to the color of his armor, he was called as the Black Prince. The next battle, third battle, held in 1347, King Edward took Calais after a siege which lasted for 1 full year. Another important event was the Battle of Poitiers in 1358, in which the Black Prince defeated the French and took their king a prisoner. The first stage of the war came to an end with the Treaty of Calais, according to which Edward gave up his claim. He put an end to his claim on the French throne, but the English king was allowed to possess some important territories in France. Only Calais and Bordeaux remained English possessions at the time of Edward's death. The second part of the 100 Years War was fought in the time of Henry V and Henry VI. Henry V, like Edward III, climbed the French throne, though his climb was not reasonable. In 1415, Henry V won a battle at Agnicourt against France. A treaty called Treaty of Troyes in 1420 was signed. According to the treaty, Henry V married the daughter of Charles VI, a French king. He then ruled for 2 years. After the death of Charles and Henry, Henry's baby son became the king of France and England. Dauphin, the eldest son of dead French king, was set against the baby son of Henry. Fortunately for England, some of the powerful Frenchmen were on her side, and therefore the English king remained powerful in France. By 1429, Dauphin had only the fort of Orleans and the country around it. Now, One of the miracles in history happened in France. Joan of Arc, a peasant girl of 17 from eastern France, arrived. She infused courage into the French soldiers. In 1429, French won in the battle at Patay under the leadership of Joan of Arc, and at last successfully Dauphin became King Charles VII. But unfortunately for France, in one of the subsequent battles, Joan of Arc was taken prisoner by the Burgundians and sold her to the English. They accused her of witchcraft. At last, she was burned to death in the marketplace of Rennes on 29th May 1431. One of the English soldiers present on the occasion said, "We have killed a saint." The French soldiers fought bravely for another 2 decades. At last, the tide of success turned against the English, with the result that by 1453, the English lost all territories in France except Calais. Some people called Joan of Arc as the creator of modern France. So, at last, in 1453, the Hundred Years' War came to an end. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Love literature.